Hey everybody, it's your girl A.
And it's your girl, Lady G.
Thank you for choosing Vibin with GNA. Girls need answers.
Yeah, on this episode, we're just coming late night vibes. It's what, like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so basically we're gonna do a little icebreaker and then we're gonna jump into a quick little subject. You guys can write us or chat in and we can answer things or give your input. So a little background about us. We're church girls. We grew up in the church, PK kids. Um, Basically we're venturing out. We've been venturing out since we been on our own. So we see things different and we would like to get other people's point of view on things.
Right, opinions and view of life on different things, like she just said.
Yeah. We decided to do a podcast for Girls Need Answers because we just want to get different opinions on certain life situations and how other people handle it from how we handle it. Like just a little dialogue, just to,
All right, to get, like I said, different views on other people, perspectives on how they handle things, their life, their experiences.
right.
Right. Um. So how was it being a PK kid?
Um, I would say for us, it was stressful due to the fact we was at church 24/7. We didn't have really a childhood. As soon as we got out of school, we couldn't do homework. We had to start getting ready for church
Right.
because our parents drove the church van. So we had to
Right.
go pick up the church members.
Right.
We had lack of sleep. We fall asleep in church when they tell you not to fall asleep in church. You do our homework in church because
Right.
by the time we get out of church, it was bedtime. You know, it was a ongoing thing.
It was a lot of stuff we was held back from. We couldn't go to school dances. We couldn't go on majority of maybe field trips or like things that pertain to something that they thought wasn't kojic or it wasn't holy or
Right.
wasn't,
Right. Like against our beliefs,
right,
you know, far as dancing and
right.
certain music we
Even
could
down to
listen to.
certain classes such as mythology and things like that when they would get to talk about Zeus and
Yeah.
yeah, they didn't want us to do any of that, which was understandable because it could get confusing to a child at to a certain extent because
Right.
there's just so much, you know,
Yeah.
so much out here.
Yeah, true. That's very true. So how do you feel as a PK kid growing up? Has it affected your life?
I definitely feel like it made me who I am today. Um, it helped me in a way. It kept me out of a lot of things that I probably could have been in
Hmm.
without, excuse me, without being a PK kid, if that makes sense.
Right.
So,
Like
yeah,
shelter
right,
from things.
right.
Yeah.
But in a good way, it made me more aware of things and not get caught up in certain things that other kids my age was getting caught up in.
Right, right. So how do you feel like it affected your life growing up?
It made me a loner because at the time, well, like yeah, at the time, a lot of kids wasn't in church back then and doing this and that, wearing skirts all the time, this and that. And now it's different. Like majority of my friends go to church, they wear dresses and this and that. Like I was on that and they wasn't on that, and it's kind of like the opposite.
So now
Not
the roles
saying
are reversed.
right, not saying that I'm not into church and all that or whatever, but I'm saying like as heavy I was as a kid, yeah, I see a difference now.
Right. That's understandable.
Right. Um, I don't know what's on your mind at 2 o'clock in the morning.
We were just sitting here talking about how words have power.
Right.
Um, for as female words have power over a man, or a man have certain words over a female. How do you feel about that?
I definitely agree that anybody could have power over anybody over certain words because words are spells. You can speak something over, you can speak something over someone else.
Right,
But be careful what you speak on someone else because it can come back to you. I do believe in karma. Do you
right.
believe in karma?
Yes, I do. I really do. I believe once you dig that ditch for someone, you better dig it for yourself, because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be the one falling in it.
Right,
And it has happened a couple of times when I put my mouth on something what I know I shouldn't have, and
right,
it put me in a sticky situation. Put it like that.
right. So I agree. Um, that also goes into a whole nother world of being manipulative and
A
gaslighting.
narcissist.
Yeah, a narcissist. It goes on into a world of those things like being
Yes.
controlling, and you don't just necessarily have to be controlling over someone's body. You can be controlling over their emotions, over their mind, over
Right.
their mental. Just
Their mental state. Yeah, I agree with you. And that's like the most, I feel like being a manipulative over someone's mind and emotion is like the most dangerous thing, because
right,
you're playing with their mental,
right,
you're playing on their emotions, you know.
right,
Not saying that physical abuse is nothing, but you have, when you attack the mind, you're attacking everything, you know.
right. Because if you're not right in your mind, you can't be possibly right physically
Right.
or emotionally
I
or
agree.
spiritually. So,
Right. I feel you, like that is a very dangerous thing, you know, to be able to have power over someone's mind, because it, you know, some people are not strong enough to handle that,
right,
to the point where they want to commit suicide or do bodily harm, or they'll just shut you out completely,
right,
shut family out, shut friends out, just shut down, period.
right,
Feeling like, hey, since nobody really cared for me, I guess he's speaking the truth or she's speaking the truth about a certain thing, you know?
right. And I know how when people say, well, that person might be like having low self esteem, but the person that's doing the abusing has low self esteem also because
Right.
what gives you the right to do a such thing? What's making them do this such thing? They have no good what could I say? They have nothing good to say about themselves because they're causing harm to someone else.
To make themselves feel
Right,
good. Right. I totally agree with that. Like, what makes you want to attack somebody else's character because you feel a certain way?
right, and it,
Because you can't handle your emotions or
right,
how to deal with certain things. So you decide to deflect that off on somebody else.
right,
Yeah, I agree with that. I do. It's just crazy.
right. Do you know some of the traits are how people start to do you like that? Like how
You
what to
know,
look for?
I'm going to say it start to me, you know, it start off as jokingly, I feel. Because some people can be like, oh, yeah, you get in an argument and then they'll say something. It don't have to be physical. They could just say something,
Right,
and then they'll come back the next day. Baby, I didn't mean what we said. It was just the heat of the moment.
right,
And then we be like, okay, yeah, we forgive you. And then it progresses on and on because we keep forgiving them
right,
over the same thing. But now it's to the point where our peace is involved.
right,
Like, you're messing with our peace. You, we have no peace, and our home's supposed to be our peace.
right.
But at the same time, how can we have peace in our home if we constantly getting mentally abused, emotionally abused, and I'm gonna even say spiritually abused,
Right,
what you believe in? So
right.
they come in at the everything. You know what I'm saying? You're just messing with everything, just a disturbance where you're supposed to be relaxed at.
And I also feel like for you to be fully, first of all, if you're in that situation, I would try my best to get away from that situation. and focus on myself because until you love yourself, nobody can love you the
Right.
way you want them to love you until you love yourself.
So let me ask you this question: how can you get away from that situation? Because
Um,
that's hard. You know, a lot of people is not strong enough to leave. So how would you give an advice on how to leave that situation?
that's really a touchy subject because most people can't leave until they're ready, until they're tired
Yeah,
of dealing with certain stuff. Um, that's just it. Like everybody's different. Like I can say what works for me, but that don't necessarily mean it works for the next person.
I agree.
So
I agree. Because you know, a lot of people wait too late and to be too late for them to
right,
leave.
right.
And yeah,
But the only thing I could say is just try to focus on getting yourself together.
right.
Get
Focus on
to
you.
right, get to know you more and put yourself first. Because
Yeah,
obviously, if you're going through that, you don't put yourself first.
right. I agree. I totally agree with you. And again, that is a little touchy subject because a lot of people, I'm not going to just say females because it's probably some men out here, you know, that's going through the same thing, don't know how to leave a,
Right,
a female alone because they want to do better. They want to work on it. Or, you know, they're like, hey, I've been hurt before. I don't want this. You know, they don't want to go through the same thing.
right. And I would say just be honest. Like, I would love it if people be honest and just say their intentions first. I know it's probably like I don't know.
Instead of a lead on.
Right. I don't think I don't think everybody will be able to do that. Like I just in my fantasy world it would be nice just for people just to come up straight to you and tell you
What their intentions is
right
at the
with
beginning
you.
instead of getting your
Right.
feelings and emotions
Because
involved.
it's a waste of time.
Mm, right. And time, I feel I feel like don't nobody have time. You know,
Like right.
time is short. You
Right.
know, so why waste my time if you know you're not gonna want to be here in the long run and cause me all this havoc.
Right.
Just say what you want to say at the beginning. Okay, if we go for it, we go for it. You know, give me that option
Right.
to want to say I'll take this on. Other than, oh yeah, I'm in love with you, we down with you. Then after the honeymoon phase,
It'd be a
then
whole nother different story. Like
yeah, like dude, you flipped overnight on me. Like what the hell happened?
it's crazy.
It
Like
is.
I don't know what else signs do you look for to I don't know, how could you tell? I guess
You really can't tell until that person, because you know people again they put on the facade when at the beginning stage, you know,
mhm,
of trying to get to know that female or that male. Everybody gonna come with their A game. They gonna tell you sweet nothings that you want to hear,
right,
what you think you want to hear, and it's gonna make it seem like it's all okay. Yeah, they're gonna go from A to Z, move mountains for you in that beginning. Then what if stuff start getting hard?
right,
You know, you don't never know a person's situation, but what if somebody gets sick? How would you handle that?
right,
Are you gonna flip out on me because I lost my job?
right,
Oh, because I didn't do what you want me to do at that certain time. Now I'm everything but a child of God or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like how? Again, that's very hard to try to another sign to try to look out for because again, everybody put on a facade for somebody. Everybody wanna you're gonna attract keep attracting what
right,
you know
right.
you put out there. So
And
yeah.
that goes back to me saying work on yourself first. Because if you work on yourself,
What if you feel like you worked on yourself and you keep attracting the same thing, you know?
I mean, if I'm pretty sure if you work on yourself, I feel this is my opinion. I feel if you work on yourself, you will know what to look for. You will have a frame of mind, and you will know like, nah, he ain't for me. Nah, Like, cause you would be so in tune, you'd be like, nah, your intuition would just tell you. That's the way
So do you
I
feel
feel.
like, and this go both ways again, not just for females, it can also go for males. Do you feel like it's an age to where we can point out a person BS, or do you think that comes with time?
I mean, some people are able to check it right at the front door and be like, nah, I already know what type of time you want.
Hmm.
Like some people are able to do that. And then other times you have some men that are just so experienced in doing females a certain way and they're good at it.
In
And
disguising it.
right. And you'll think you sleeping with somebody, not even sleeping with, you'll think you messing with somebody, um and it'd be a whole nother different person.
I agree with you. I agree. Yeah,
So,
it's just hard again because you do have those people that has a gift for gab.
right,
And if you like me, if you can hold my attention with just conversation, you got me.
right.
You know, I yeah, you got me at conversation.
Well, I'm learning it takes more than conversation. Like I'm more of an action person. You gotta show me, like
Again, that comes
show
with
me,
time. But if we first met and you hold my attention and we're vibing,
right?
I feel like that's a plus. Now, if you come tomorrow and the vibe is gone, you blocked. You are blocked.
I'm just
I
saying,
can't. I can't do it. You know.
it's the action for me.
You,
Like,
I agree. I'll do the actions and all that. Uh, but again, I them conversations though. I feel like communication is a key.
right,
Communication is a key. So if you can hold me with just conversation, let me see where your mental at. Let me now again. With that being said, it is some people out here that has a gift for gab. They
right.
can sweet talk you and to tell you sweet nothings, and then that's when the actions come
It's
in.
a whole bunch of people in politics. Look, I don't need you to talk to me and tell me.
Right?
I need you to
Show
show
me,
me, like,
prove me, show me something that I ain't never seen before.
right.
You know, show me something.
So, by that being said, conversation gets you. Do you know your love language? Have you ever like,
I don't think I know my love language, me personally, but again, I do like. I'm the type I don't like to argue, you know. So if we can come to an agreement and conversate and talk this out without you thinking that you my daddy and try to talk to me and try to belittle me, then of course we're good. But I don't think I know my love language.
do you want to check it out to
Yeah,
see?
let's go ahead.
Okay.
Do you
Okay.
know your love language?
Um, I think mine is um words of affirmation and um I don't know what it's called per se, but I think it's the one that like say I'm having a hard day at work or something. I had a hard day at work or something, and I come home and like something I was supposed to do is already done. Like I that's my type of love language, if that makes sense.
Okay, so I did research. It's 7 different love language.
Right.
So you got gifts, you got act of service, you
Yeah,
have
active
quality
service.
time, words of affirmation, physical touch, communication, and express of affection. Ooh. I think I see a couple of mines,
Right.
girl. Because I want the act of service.
Right.
I want quality time, but not all the time. But I want you to make time for me.
Yeah, quality time is a go. It's a must.
I mean, I'm not a clingy female, but when I want my time, I want my time.
I mean,
I
I
want us to
understand
go
that.
out and do cutesy things and all that.
I understand that. What else is on the list?
Then you got word of affirmation.
Yeah, that's one.
I'm a physical touch. Let me lay up on you. Let me sniff you.
I guess I'm just the whole list.
Communication. I just said that
Yeah,
communication. I read the
communicate.
first, and then expression of affection. I like that too.
I think I'm all of them to be honest.
I don't care so much about gifts. Gifts, I mean, if you do it, you do it.
I
If
mean,
not,
meaningful, thoughtful gifts. That's what does it for me. Like, it doesn't have to
an
be anything
unexpected gift
expensive.
that you
Right,
wasn't expecting. Yeah,
right.
okay. I understand that too because a gift I got was like, oh man. And now you don't see it. And so I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, like it doesn't have to be
Just some random
expensive.
gifts, yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I don't like when guys do that. They be like, I don't want to. Like, they be scared, not scared. They be thinking it take much to please a female, and it does not. It's the simplest
It is.
things ever,
It
bro. Like,
really is.
it's
I
the
believe
simplest.
you. Like, it don't take you to try to move the mountain to make me happy.
Right,
Just rake the grass or something. I'll be
right.
happy. Like,
It's
it's
the
just the
simple
little
thing.
things you
It's
do.
easy. It's easy.
Like the thought of, baby, I'm gonna give you a massage today. We're
Right.
like, what?
Out of the blue, just
Right. Not because I'm like, babe, you should give me a massage
right. I don't want you
today.
to do it because I'm telling you, and you hop to it. No.
Babe, can you cook dinner for us and set a candlelight? I don't want that because I asked you. I want you to
Right,
just surprise me.
right,
A surprise date or something.
right.
Like, just something.
And the date don't even have to be that expensive because I'm not an expensive girl to begin with anyway. So,
Hello. It don't have, it's again a thought that came. Now, don't take me to McDonald's because I can go to McDonald's for
right.
myself and give me a double cheeseburger and a large fry.
I'm done. I'm done.
But no, I'm just saying, it's the little things. Us just going out, being around you,
Right,
us spending a little quality time because we both busy, we both work,
right,
we both have stuff to do. But you making this time, us going to the movies, even a walk around the park, I would be okay if you did a
right,
picnic.
right,
I'll be okay. I think that the most romantic thing you can do for me
right.
is pack a lunch for us and go sit at the park
And
until the
it's all
sunset.
about what? Vibing. It's the
Right,
vibes for
like
me.
right.
Like,
Let us enjoy each other company. Let's
right,
stimulate each other. Let's grow.
right.
Like, let me manifest in you. You manifest in me. And we do this thing together. Oh man, girl, you didn't put me on something. What?
It's crazy. Like, I'm telling you, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's just us two or if it's females in general. That's why I like this platform. So we can know that we're not the only one that think like this. We're not the only one that feel like this because I feel like females in general, well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's probably difficult females out there, but females in general, we don't just like we want simple stuff. It's not
Yeah,
such
yeah.
as time. Like,
Just plan it. It's just, I think even if we both tired from work, us getting together in this kitchen, cooking up a meal, eating together, then laying down, watching a movie until we fall asleep. I think that's cool for me because
right,
I'm not high maintenance.
right.
I don't need you to go again to the
That
moon.
don't mean we ain't clean. High maintenance don't mean that we ain't.
Right. I agree. Let's back that
Right,
up.
because we have people gonna be like, no.
It just like you ain't gotta go above and beyond. Like
Right,
go buy me a damn Porsche
right,
to keep me happy.
right,
No, it's the simple things.
right,
And I feel that the simple, I don't know, I'm a simple chick, but I mean, for my dude to do it, why for I'm not gonna break your pockets.
right.
Do
On
we?
material stuff anyway, like that stuff
No,
come and
that's
go.
materialistic. I want something more than that.
Right. Trying to
Make me
build.
right. Feed my soul,
Right,
my mind.
right.
Make my body feel good.
Oh Lord.
Make my body feel good. I mean, that's what it's about.
Right,
So I don't know. That love language kind of got me thinking, girl. I think I might be a little bit of all of them. Got a
right.
little
That's what I'm saying.
a touch of all of
All right,
them.
but I think definitely acts of service gets it for me. That and words of affirmation. I think those are my main two. But everything else is like,
I still say my communication, quality time.
It's a lot. Like I said, I
But
don't
I
just
feel
think
like we all have all seven of them, but it's just a little bit more of certain things.
right,
But we all have a touch of all of them in
right,
us. So we and you lying if you say you don't.
right. Of course you do.
You do.
Because
You
what's
really
the
do.
point of being with somebody and you don't want quality time?
You'll never see them.
Right.
That's just
That's
like
that's
a
it's no
roommate.
point.
That's a
It's
roommate.
no point.
That's a roommate.
Right. It's no point.
Gifts, that's really like again a surprise gift. Okay, because it's not like
Thoughtful and meaningful.
yeah,
That does it for me. Doesn't have to be expensive.
right.
I'm not into designer or name brand and this and that.
Not
Like,
saying we don't have it,
right.
but
Just not into it. Like, it's overrated to me.
it's this is like okay, you got that for what?
Well, I spent hundreds and thousands of dollars
Is your credit
on.
good? You should be spending that money
Right.
on designers on your credit to build
Right.
your credit.
Right.
Now, if you
Can you
got
buy me
all
a
that in
house? Look.
line, then that's different. If you already
Right.
got your credit good, you got
Right.
your house built, you got your own car,
Right.
mm, that's different.
Right.
But we got other goals to worry about.
Right.
You got to plan for your kids' future.
Right.
Oh, okay. It's not saying there's nothing wrong with having designers or anything, but I prioritize myself.
Right.
Like I got to make it make sense
Right.
for
I
the
mean,
long.
and we done those things when we was young. Like young, yeah, everybody wants the new designer, new trend,
Of
new
course,
like
high
new this, new
school,
that.
middle school, school, period. Any school, you want to look fresh.
Early, I mean, late teens. Of course, we want it like to be
Even in your 20s, I give
right.
it because it's just like, I don't know, you stepping fresh out into the world. Of course, we get it. You got to show out.
But I could say we been there, done
Yes,
it.
it's
Like
overrated.
it is, it is
And,
trying to keep up with people
and
is
guess what?
just.
Half of them clothes we can't even fit no more. So what? And spend all that money on. For what?
I'm just saying,
Just because
right?
somebody else was rocking it? Or it
Even
was the
that,
latest fashion?
like, it's just so much you got to keep up with. You
Yeah,
got to keep up with, and every time they make a new bag, like I mean, every time they have a new bag, they make a new one within the next couple of days, and I'm just like, it's
baby, I'm not gonna say I'm broke, but I ain't got it like that. I ain't saying I'm broke, but sister girl ain't got it like that.
I don't know,
But to each his own.
right?
If you got it like that, hey, more power to you.
Right. That's what you want to do, sis. That's your
That's your prerogative,
right,
and that's your money first of all.
right. You can't tell nobody how to spend their money.
Right? No, at all. I can't tell you how to do it.
But if that's what tickle your fancy, that's what tickle your fancy.
Exactly.
Gotta
I
get it how
agree.
you live. That's how you live. That's how you
I agree. I totally agree.
live. Me, on the other hand, I'm okay. I'm okay with, I don't know. Look,
I'm gonna say the simple things because
yeah,
we both the same.
yeah.
Both the same.
Now, I'm not saying come in here with some dang on macaroni half slippers. I'm gonna slap you if you
Well, what if I like macaroni?
do.
I'm just playing,
I'm
y'all.
done.
I'm just playing.
I'm
But
playing.
no, I that does. But I feel like I'm gonna wear it around the house anyway.
Right. If that's the thought, that's your thought. If you think of macaroni when you think of me, then give me the
Right?
macaroni.
You thought about my feet
I'm
being
done.
cold,
I'm so done.
but I'm standing macaroni in the pot. So he like, babe, I thought about you.
I didn't think
So
of
I got
that.
this
Look,
macaroni. You got that
I
macaroni.
didn't think of that. I didn't think of that.
You got that macaroni. So here, the
Yeah, I would
slippers.
definitely accept it, dude. It's a good gesture. Look. It's good.
Right. Oh, because he thought about some macaroni. He thought about the other night. I want some macaroni.
I'm done.
My baby, this remind me of you. Here you go.
I'm done. Okay.
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 Right. We gonna leave that where that's at.
But yeah, y'all, we just vibing, just vibing.
Yeah.
Like she said, this is the icebreaker episode.
If you have any questions or anything that you would like for us to talk about or us to just elaborate on how we think about it and how other people think about it, don't be scared to like chime in. There's no right answers. There's no wrong answers. Again, this is everybody, a platform where everybody can say what they have to say, and it's everybody's opinion. There's no right and there's no wrong.
Right,
Um, just because I see it some way, everybody don't see it my way.
right.
Everybody don't do things how I do things. You
We
know,
all don't wipe our butts the same way, even though we should,
I surely don't
but
because I'm a big girl, and I'm gonna do it the way that's comfortable for me. Not saying I smell like Dookie.
and not so we wipe.
Saying we don't wipe, but good God,
No, I'm saying,
we just
you know
know
how
y'all.
they say back to front, I mean front to back and back to front.
But I
Like,
got what you call them arms, T Rex
I'm
arms.
done.
They don't go. They don't go like that. Again, this is a judge free zone. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. I'm pretty sure. But I got a Perry bottle with
Oh,
some water,
yeah,
so I'm clean.
right,
A pat pat tat tat.
right. Wet wipes, wet ones,
You gotta get it how you live.
right.
But it is what it is. And again, there's no right and wrong answer to this platform. If you want us to talk about something, don't be scared to reach out to us. We'll talk about it. Um, we'll answer questions. If anything you want to know about us, let us know. We'll answer them. Um,
You can follow us on YouTube at Vibin with GNA. You can follow us on Instagram, Vibin _ with _GNA. You can follow us on TikTok, Vibin with GNA. And of course on Facebook. We plan to stream
Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
at 7 Central Standard Time. Um, about how long do you think our streams are gonna be?
Our streams will probably we trying to okay, so because we're new to this, we're gonna try to push for 45, but an hour, 45 to an hour.
Okay.
That way we can get new material so we don't bore you guys. We want to vibe. We want everybody
Right.
to come to this platform and just vibe the way we vibe.
And feel free to share this video. Share.
Comment, like,
Right.
share.
Interact with us because that's
Yes, we're touchable people, y'all. We down to earth. I promise you, the goofiest people you ever know.
right.
Like I'm goofy. I know y'all didn't hear me laugh
Like both of us a
throughout
few
this whole
times.
thing. We just goofy. Okay, so we don't bite,
Yeah.
not too hard anyway.
I'm done.
But but we want you to like, comment, share, interact with us. We want to get y'all brains working, get our brains working. Come on, y'all. Let's get this thing
Right.
going.
I promise you, there's no question that's too dumb. There's no answer that's too small. Like
Right.
any experiences, any topic.
Opinions.
Yeah.
It's all welcome on this podcast, you guys. Like we have questions and we want to know answers,
Right.
on how you would handle a certain thing, or because I mean, again, we're human. We all go through life situations. Maybe how we handling it is not working for us, and so we reaching out to God people, on this podcast trying to get
Right.
different answers.
And if you guys want answers from us, we'll try our best to answer it the way we know how, or in our opinion, or in our standpoint or viewpoint.
Right.
So yeah, just you know,
Again, we want to thank you guys so much for vibing with GNA. Girls need answers.
and make sure you tune in Wednesday at 7 Central Standard Time. We won't be on Monday because today is technically Monday, so we'll be back
Right, because it
Wednesday.
is a little 2:55 in the morning.
Right.
But again, this is an icebreaker to like get you guys interacting on how we think of stuff. Just give you a little preview of things that we can talk about and how we gonna do this podcast. So just don't forget to like, comment, and share,
Follow, subscribe,
follow,
whatever you want to do.
subscribe, likes,
Um,
ring that notification bell.
right.
You know.
Also, I plan to do a giveaway when we get to a certain amount of followers.
Okay.
A giveaway just to do something for our little. community or whatever. I won't
Right,
say little because I'm thinking it's going to expand like big,
right. We
but
thinking big.
right.
We have big goals.
But I plan to do a giveaway at a certain amount of followers. I don't know what type of giveaway per se, but I guess I will have to do a poll and see.
See what you guys would like.
Right.
And we will be having guest speakers come in from time to time. We can might even, you know, if
Pick
we
one of
have
my
time,
followers.
yeah, we get some followers. We'll get people, to come on and join us live and ask their question.
Right. And if you guys would like to be a guest, make sure you email us at Vibin wit GNA at gmail.com. Um, maybe even, I don't know, I was thinking maybe even venturing out to maybe like supporting small black businesses. Maybe if you guys have a product
Mm-hmm.
or
For
something you,
promotion,
right, promotion. Um, just if you wanted to get that out there to people, I don't mind. Like, you know, right?
promotion, right? We don't mind
Right. So yeah,
because
let
we
us
all for helping the community as well.
right. So let us know if you guys have anything like that that you wanted to do. Remember the email is vibingwithgna at gmail.com. Anything else you would like to say?
No, Lady G, I believe that is
I
all.
believe that's a wrap, Lady A.
Hey, thank you guys for vibing with GNA, and we out.
Thank you. Good night.
Not morning.